and they tell it to their homies. But the thing is, imagine if the girl goes and says, "Oh, I'm seeing Quinton," and then somebody asks Quinton, "Hey, Quinton, do you have anybody?" Nah, I'm single. You know her feelings are going to get hurt. You know, like we kind of talk about the man, but the woman, if you know, don't claim her, or if she's talking about it, then the friend like her
Like
feelings are going to get hurt.
like Shali in the chat says, Anton, they lied to you, bro. They don't give a fuck. I think that y'all are confused that nobody cares. Like I
You don't
don't
believe it.
care.
That's disingenuous, Anton Daniels.
No, like my experience with you is my experience with you. And when I'm not with you, then I'm doing something else. I'm busy. So why would I give a fuck? I don't care.
I would care.
As long as whatever it is that you got going on that doesn't affect my money and it doesn't affect anything. And I got paperwork and situations to remedy that. But I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, these
Listen,
girls are not
listen,
possessive
I don't.
over.
Not only do I not give a fuck, let me tell you how little I give a fuck. I'm not even gonna ask. I don't care about what you're doing when you're not with me. I'm not checking for you. I'm not trying to figure it out. I don't want to know more about it. None of that shit. Like what's understood don't need to be said. So you can't lie to me about something that I'm not inquiring about.
This is all
What the fuck do I
hypotheticals,
care?
right? This is all hypotheticals, right?
Yeah, it's 100% hypothetical.
Okay, just make sure.
And I'm speaking from the lens of why do guys give a fuck unless you're about to get married to her?
Because
Yeah.
men are possessive by nature, and women too.
For
I
the women that they need to be that they trying to keep, that they
n-
wifing, but for the women
mo-
that they got with them at the moment, that's what it is. It's a moment.
mo- most men will feel some type of way, and I've been a part of that. Of you eating something, you think everything is cool, and next 3 days she's on the shopping mall with another dude just having a drink or eating something.
Cool.
Most men are going to feel some type of way. It might be cool, but it's
No, I'm
not
not.
the ego thing.
No,
I'm
I
not.
think maturity
No, I'm
plays a
not.
big part in it. I think maturity
No, I'm
plays a
not.
big part
I
in it.
don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, I'm busy. I'm so fucking busy. I'm not even checking to see what you got going. Like,
Now, Anton, I'm gonna ask you a question because you was mentioning earlier how you want a girl to be checking for you. Like
mhm.
when you're not around on my Instagram page, looking at my story, you
I
know.
don't know that she's checking for me. I just want her to do it.
Hmm.
I don't know that she's on my Instagram page. I want her to
But you
do it.
want it.
You do know because
I'm
that
never
little box
I'm
popped
never
up and
gonna
said
know
that
if
she
she
looked
did.
at it.
I'm never gonna know whether she did or not unless she says it and she volunteers the information. But I'm not gonna know. How would I know if she was checking on my Instagram page?
Unless you mention it to her one day.
I'm not gonna mention it. I don't give a fuck.
You might just be playing with her, like messing with her, like I know you be on my page, or like why you don't be on my page. You should be checking for me. Why you not checking for me?
Why would I be talking that much on the phone to her?
I was saying way you did it earlier. You like, yo, why you not checking for me? You
No,
don't be
but I'm
checking for
not.
me? I don't know.
So wait. Y'all
I think that people ask because everybody likes to feel special in some way. And if, let's say, I've been with all you dudes on the panel, well, none of you are special at this point. You know what I mean? Like, everybody just wants to feel special.
I
Everybody
think that
wants to.
this,
Go ahead.
I take the same approach that women say all the time. I love that for you. I love that for you. I think that that's awesome. What up, Slimmy?
So,
What's popping?
I love that
By
for
the
you.
way, Slimmy was right.
I seen your review of that shit, Fatty, yesterday.
You know, I was right, Anton, about everything, especially the end
I
part.
didn't get to see the whole thing because you streamed for a while. I seen parts of it. Um, I don't know. We'll discuss it towards the end of the show because I don't
Yeah,
want
but
to get.
Slimmy was right. By the way, shout out to Slimmy. Slimmy was
I just he's
yeah.
talking about the show last night at the end. But I guess my
Uh,
thing is, I guess my thing is I think that guys need to tighten up. I think that guys truly need to tighten the fuck up
In
and
what way?
stop worrying so much about what people think. Stop pillow talking. Stop telling all of
um,
y'all business and y'all information. Stop
facts.
checking a chick that ain't even yours. I see niggas getting into it with chicks that's already in relationships and they know she already in a relationship, and now this nigga getting catching feelings. Tighten the fuck up.
That's gay.
Tighten it.
Add it to the list.
Tighten the fuck up, bro. Like seriously, guys need to tighten up. Stop being so emotional. Like women in a lot of these instances, in a lot of these situations, it seems like they are more mature when it comes to holding it down and not getting caught up than guys are. Niggas be ready to crash out, getting into it with, man, if you don't leave that girl alone.
I think
I don't think they're more mature.
So I think that guys need to tighten up. I think that
I don't think they're more mature. I just think they can replace you faster. That's why they suffer less. If you could replace them as fast as them, they can only like they recover, like they deal with it better because they can replace you faster. If they had to go through all the work that men had to do,
then that means that we got to tighten up and we got to start being more focused.
Or they're investing too much.
So does that mean women are really the prize?
No, not at all.
The question is, if men don't have money, right? And there's only a certain number of things that people generally judge themselves by or compare themselves to other people with. So if a man doesn't have money, what is he bragging on himself about? It's usually his woman. Am I right or wrong?
It's depend. His car, his job. No, his job is tied with money. How he looks.
His dingling.
Yeah, the size of his sexual prowess. There's a lot of things. How if he can dunk. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of things. Kind of if I'm the tallest in the room, if I can bench press more than you, if I can fight you. Like, but women are the ultimate equalizer. Like the shortest, fattest, brokest dude on the room, the last one by the metrics of men. If he walks in with the baddest woman in the room, he won. Exactly, the baddest woman in the room. So
and that's why men care if another man has been with this chick or not, because like you said, that's the great equalizer.
And if there's this is all the time, if 10 married men are in the room and they're hyper successful, and the man walks in the room, he's not married but he actually had sex with all those women, he won.
He won.
We might be sleeping in a mattress. They're not. He won because you had to wait all day to keep her, and he got it for free. All of y'all. So he won. That's why we care. It's our ego. How dare you forget me this quick? There's our ego.
Y'all really wait. So, because I want to break it down how like men are the prize in dating, like for Molly. Because like not just a random man, obviously, right? But the man that you will be attracted to, right? Of course, right? It's so much more difficult to find him, which is why women are doing so much outlandish stuff to get men. Like y'all on dating sites, majority, like y'all just all over dating sites all the time. And y'all pretty. Like, how are you prettying on a dating site? That sounds crazy,
That's
right?
because they're desperate, though. Some women are just desperate. They might not know they're desperate, but they're desperate.
I think it's just attention.
They don't know that they don't have to do all that.
Not even that, right? Just say, for example, right? A man who is everything that you're looking for is much more rare than you, most likely.
I don't believe that exists, though. I don't think there is no man that's everything that I'm looking for.
90% of what you're looking for, 85% of what you're looking for.
Isn't that man usually
that's
taken?
so rare.
Isn't that man usually taken?
It's not rare.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so what are you looking for in a man?
I have a man. I found what I'm looking for, but he's
hypothetically,
not.
What would you be looking for?
I mean, it's only one him, but I've dated before him. I've dated men with more money. Like it's not. It's other men out there.
But you understand the game about
and it's
men
other
and women.
men who like to do stuff for women. Like that's not. Maybe y'all. A lot of men have never seen women getting taken care of, but there are men out here really doing it. So
I agree, but
it's not hard to find.
Are you ultimately looking for a ring from that man? Whoever you were with, Not right now, right? Hypothetically, if you were single.
Well, it would depend on what I'm with him for. Not
Got
every
you.
woman looks at every man that they're on a date with as they'll be a husband. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
like, he won't make it past 2 weeks.
yeah.
So
So I'm
Uh,
I'm I'm just saying objectively, right? It's much easier to find a pretty woman who just wants you and just wants to be with you and is just going to keep her box to you than it is for a woman to find a man who is successful and attractive to you and has chemistry, can talk, is emotionally intelligent. Like these are things that you put together and they're hard to find in a man. Not to mention he wants to marry you. Like
so
these
why
are
are these
difficult things
things
to
not the
find.
standard in men though? Why does that have to be hard to find? Like
It's
maybe
just the
maybe
market.
men, like Anton said, need to just tighten up because I personally know it's not hard to find. Some women don't put themselves in the environment to find it, or they're just desperate, so they're just maybe repelling men. It's not
be-
hard.
because
It's not
because the
hard.
because the things that make a man
Y'all are
special.
complaining about how women are getting like tricked, like these men are just tricking up all this money on us, but y'all are complaining that y'all can't find girlfriends. So who's really the
No,
prize?
girls are extremely easy to find. Beautiful women who
But so
just want to
why are
be with
y'all not
you.
wifing them up? Why are y'all complaining that there's no wives,
Because
there's
they're
no
not
good
the prize and they
women? So if
suck
they're
at
out
all the
here,
stuff.
The
The
because
That
the other
sounds
but y'all
guys
like
are
said
part
they're
losing.
of the
out here though,
problem.
so
No, the other guys are losing them to the top tier guys. That's all.
the things
Like
that
those
make
guys can become top tier guys if they want to. But they
the,
the guys who
not all
complaining
women
about
are with
women.
top tier men though. So
but there's the
Say it
thing
again.
the thing that make men special take a tremendous amount of time to acquire, and most of us will never achieve. It's like a broken puzzle. You might get it most of the pieces, but for the most part most men will never achieve it. There's not going to be a 6'4" millionaire, 10 inches abs mansion. Like there's very rare that you find everything. For a woman to be what the man wants, she just has to go to the doctor, spend $15,000 and shut the fuck up. Literally.
Huh?
That's the only thing a woman needs to do is just go to the gym, keep in shape, be quiet, not to cook, empty his balls, you good.
I mean, but even
Woman,
that's a lot. You're not going to find a lot of, well, I'm not going to say you're not going to find a lot of women that won't go to the gym, but I mean, you all constantly talk about how, let's just say black women, for example, are loud, argumentative, they're overweight, they don't cook, they're all these things. So it's not looking like they're just standing out on the corner waiting for you to come swoop them up. So are they as plentiful as you say?
Listen, women
no, no, is
women pray for men. Do you know a woman that's
desperate
ever prayed
women
for a man?
do. Pray for a man
Kimmy,
like
do
you
you,
need a man in your
A,
life.
like
Chri-
who's
Pray for
just
a
a
like
man.
was like,
Christian
yo,
Muslim woman
you,
can fight for a
who
man.
I've just been asking the universe for this. Like Kimmy, do you know a
Yeah.
woman like that?
I do.
Those are desperate women
I've
because
never
they
asked the
have a
universe
lack
for a woman.
mindset that they don't have a man, they can't get a man. That's a lack mindset. Like that's why
Okay.
they don't have a
but
man because
But
that's their
a
it's not
lot of
mindset.
women are like
They're
that.
desperate for a man.
but
I
it's
And
not
a
the
A
lot
lot
of
of
thing.
women
women.
are
but I
desperate
also
and they
know
might
that
not know they're desperate.
women
Y'all
pray
men know that
for
women are desperate, but y'all don't call them out on it because y'all be
Let me.
trying to
men.
get some
If there is a
box.
man who's asked God for a woman, raise your hand,
I agree,
please.
Molly.
Yes, they have the Sierra prayer. Men don't have the the Russell Wilson prayer. Like we kind of get it, right? But the thing is, men technically are the prize, but the way that our sexual dynamics work, women are definitely the prize because we act like it. If there's a rock on the
Yeah.
ground and you don't pick the rock and you go ahead and pick the next rock, right? Like I can men become homeless and nobody's like, oh my god, look at the price. Let me go get the discount to get these men out of the streets. Let the woman be homeless and then 10 men trying to put on their room already say, don't worry, baby, I got you. Like we treat women, even the worst of them, like they are special.
They
So
only doing that
it's
for the
not that they are
box,
the
Mhm.
though.
prize because they are valuable. It's because we give them value. They are the
They
prize
And
because
only
that's how we
they're
treat them.
doing that for
what
the
what
box,
what
though.
Fatty is
No,
saying
it's not.
has a lot of credence. My fault. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was
No,
just
they're
saying it's not.
doing. They're strictly doing
It's
like a man
reality.
will see a homeless woman with a fat butt and treat her like royalty until he gets the box. He'll let
No,
her come
and
with
Right.
I'm
anything.
not getting you wrong.
I literally just saw this earlier when I was driving because this dude he get on the it's this lady, she's at the bus stop every day. She ride the bus every day. She rides She go to the train station. She sit there for hours waiting on certain men, and she got a suitcase with her. She clearly doesn't have a home, but she has a really, really, really large behind. And somehow she always on the bus, and a man is always picking her up. And he getting she getting off the stop with him. She get off that stop with him. I come back. I come back to the same bus station. It take about 50 minutes to get back there. I see this dude standing on the sidewalk. She gone. She
She
not
gone.
thinking about him. She not thinking about him. This dude then paid her some money. So what it is men are definitely the prize, but you got sucker activity that keeps women in this position of they're the prize. Because ain't no way you gonna pick up no broad off the street. She don't have no fucking home. And
We
you gonna turn her into a housewife.
we
Now
don't act on it.
in the extreme, it is dudes doing this though, because for whatever reason he value the big behind instead of a woman who actually can do something for him, who actually has her own home, who actually wants a real man, not just to lay up and to have. She's a homosexual pretty much. So and this dude's the same way. But the thing is though, a man provides a lifestyle. He provides a lifestyle for a woman. So that's why he's the prize, because a good man it's literally hard to find, because a good man is going to take care of the woman. He's going to bring her into his family. That's another key thing. You coming into a man's family. So that's the prize. And I think a lot of people overlook all that shit, and because it's a lot of sucker activity, and dudes will bow down to get some
Yeah.
pussy.
So
One
are
thing
these
I will say,
who are providing this lifestyle? Are these the 50-50 men or are these some other men?
The 50-50 men are still providing the life. Like what Slimmy kind of said is, a man will make your life easier if he's doing the bare minimum. If he has a job, is taking bills out of your back. If he has two arms and two legs, he can cook one day, clean one shower, take care of the baby when you sleep. A man, when it comes to your life, if he's bare minimum neutral, he's going to be beneficial to your life. Every time a man gets with a woman, he gets an extra burden. It's like having an extra kid. You are going to actually have to earn more money, be more stressed, have more responsibilities. That's why the man technically is the prize, because he's actually making your life easier, while most women make our lives a little bit more rough. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, men don't act on it. So
yeah.
if my woman says, Fatty, I'm done with you, and she puts me in front of the door, it will take months for somebody to pick me up. If I put my woman in front of the door and I go to work, I get back home and somebody already took her.
So
That's the
Kimmy,
reality.
question.
So
When you
who
say
is
50,
valuable?
Well, a
Kimmy,
lot
when
of
you say
women feel
50
that way
50,
about men,
okay.
though. Like a man is just a burden on them.
Exactly.
How?
Kimmy, when you say
A lot feminism. Look at all you have millions of women who don't want to settle down because they feel like a man is a burden.
Yeah, but like they feel like it, right? But how can a neutral man, a man with a job that knows how to wipe his ass, that like doesn't mind cleaning his own drawer, like is a neutral man that does 50-50 doesn't make a woman life easier? You make like just for
it's
him existing, her life is
a
easier.
bro, it's a
Well,
Most
I,
bro.
women
It,
don't
it,
want to go
uh,
50-50 though.
it
right. And a lot
depends. If you're still cleaning the house and all that type of stuff, and he still just gotta do the 50%, then I understand it. But Kimmy, when you say 50-50, like, do you mean like literally 50-50, or is it still a man that when y'all go out on a date he pays for it,
If
like it and stuff like that?
I mean, just however the 50-50 men are defining this, right? But I think that for the most part, men are saying 50-50, but they only mean financially. So when they come home, they're still not expecting to do anything, to take care of the children, to clean the food, or to do the grocery shopping, any of that. They only mean financially. And
so,
so,
What
but
about dealing
even
with your attitudes, like just like in general, like y'all don't realize like how much that is,
yeah, but
like
stay on the money. Even if he
okay.
pays 30% of the bills, you get
Huh?
30% more money in your pocket.
30%? You
Well,
dropped it from 50 to
Fadi,
30?
I'll push
No,
back on you on that one, Fadi,
I'm just
because
saying, if you guys notice, if my total bills are $10,000, and Quinton says, "Hey, Ferry, I'm going to Portugal. I pay 10% of the bills." There's $1,000 extra in my pocket. and he's going to maybe do, like I said, I'm saying, like it's helpful. This is
Why am I
if
paying your bills if you're a grown
now,
man?
Molly, if roommates make their lives easier, how is a woman, how is a man that actually is your man is not making your life easier by taking a burden out of your back?
Buddy, that's only
mean,
in a
just
blissful
like
relationship.
it's like what Mont is saying, right? Just like y'all have to deal with our attitudes and stuff like that, we have to deal with yours. We're supposed to be
Hmm.
that soft place for you to land.
What
So
attitude?
now we go to work, we come home, and now it's like, okay, well, let me cook something for him, let me clean up, let me then take
Run
on
his baths.
all of that. Let me take on some of his burdens and all of that. Whereas if you weren't there, yeah, she'd be paying 100% of the bills, but all of the emotional toll of it wouldn't be
Nothing,